The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
But right now, Donald Trump. He wants to know if President Obama is hiding something. What is it this time? All right, the controversy with Senator Harry Reid and the tax returns. Should Governor Romney, tell me your view on it first.
Well, I think it's a very strong statement that Harry made, and I've known Harry, and I like Harry, but I think it's a statement that he probably wished he didn't make. I don't think there was a source. A lot of people don't think there was a source. If there was a source, it's probably not allowed, and it's probably not even legal. I mean, who would be able to do that? Who would be allowed to do that? I don't think there is a source. So he made the statement. It was a very strong statement. I think that, frankly, and I've said it many times, and I'll continue to say it, that what Governor Romney should do, in my opinion, and he's a very different person and he's got a different attitude, and I understand that, is say, I will give my tax returns if you open up your records, because as you know, President Obama spent over $4 million trying to hide so many different things from his past, whether it's college applications, college records, passport records, and nobody brings this up. Nobody says, open up your passport records, open up your college applications, open up your college records. Let's see your life. And nobody brings this up. By the way, most presidents have given their college records. All presidents have given, to the best of my knowledge, their passport records. So why is he spending $4 million on trying to keep them secret? So I would say I will open up my tax returns, and his tax returns are perfect. But I would open up my tax returns, but we want to see your records. I think they should place the shoe on the other foot. And I would think that you would probably not hear any more talk, frankly, about the tax returns, which are 100% according to Hoyle.
If I thought that the birth issue had been put to rest with you to your satisfaction. Most Americans, it is that people are satisfied.
I disagree with that. I don't think people are satisfied at all, and it doesn't matter, and that's not my big issue. My big issue are jobs and the fact that we have 8.3 unemployment now. It just went up, as you know, last month. 8.3% unemployment, and that's terrible. But the real number is 16% because so many people aren't included in the unemployment rolls it should be. And the real number is probably 21% unemployment. So when you look at the kind of jobs that we're doing, that's my issue. But no, have I been satisfied? No, I have not been satisfied.
All right, let me curious, what would you expect to find on the college records? I'm curious what you're looking for there.
I don't want to get into it. I want to get into the fact that jobs, you asked me a question and I responded. That's what I would say. I would say when he wants tax returns, we want to see, and why are you spending $4 million on trying to keep things in hiding? So I would say that would be my response, and I think it's a very good response. And by the way, if you did that and did that strongly, people would stop asking for the tax returns. Now, the problem with him giving the tax returns is that he's had a very significant success. He is a very significantly successful person, and the tax returns are complicated, done by big firms, highly respected firms, and highly respected lawyers who sign off. Now, you could take any one of hundreds and hundreds and probably even thousands of lines and find one little thing and try and make a big deal out of it, and that's very, very unfair. So I understand exactly what Mitt is doing. He thinks it's unfair, and I know it's unfair. Now, Obama, who's made nothing, has very simple tax returns. So it's easy for him to say, I'm giving my tax returns. But it's not easy for Mitt Romney to do that. But it's a great trade. And that's what I would do if I were him. But he and I are very different people.
All right. In order for that to be a good trade, the tax returns for the college records, I mean, there's got to be something that you think, some use of the college records. And I'm still baffled what you would expect to see in the college records. What do you want, his grades? Or
no, I'd love to see his college records, just like I'd like to see lots of other things. I'd like to see his passport records. And by the way, I hope they're 100% okay. As an American and as a good American and somebody that loves this country, I hope they're 100% okay. But I'm trying to figure out, why would somebody spend $4 million to try and keep those records silenced?
Where did you get the $4 million number? I mean, there's so much going on in these
That was reported.
All right. Well, it's like I have to tell you that I'm somewhat perplexed in the city. People report all sorts of things. We've got Senator Harry Reid claiming things with unnamed sources. Now we got 4 million. I mean, we really, in this city, we have a hard time sort of nailing down, the facts and the sources.
Well, that was a reported number, and I think it's pretty well documented that he spent a fortune on lawyers to try and keep things secret. So I don't know how he can keep things secret, but Governor Romney is not supposed to keep things secret. So I think it's very unfair. I think it's a very, very bad double standard.
All right, suppose that President Obama got a C in history in college. Does that make any difference at all at this late date? I understand the tax returns are recent history, but the president, he's a 51-year-old man, and his college records, I'm still perplexed on that one.
No, I don't think it would, and I'm not necessarily looking at the marks. I'm looking at other things also, and that would be what I would like to see. But again, the Romney group, they're going to have to make that determination for themselves. I think it's been a very dirty campaign. It was a very dirty campaign waged against Hillary by Obama. And if you look at Obama's campaigning, it's extremely dirty against everybody that's ever run against him. And I think the Republicans have better be careful, because what's happening to them is the same thing that's happening to other candidates that ran against Obama. It's a very dirty campaign. And Hillary Clinton, I've read recently where they consider Hillary to be one of the meanest campaigns ever run against her. Well, so far, I think this one is even meaner. So we'll see what happens. But sometimes the expression is you have to fight fire with fire. And if he doesn't fight fire with fire, it's going to be not so easy.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.